Today, I'm going to do a review of the Tokyo Marui clone A47 AK47 model airsoft gun. This was a great airsoft gun until after just under a year of use, the hop-up chamber exploded and the nozzle in the motor snapped off. But before that, this worked great. Right now you can sort of see inside where the magazine would go, where the hop-up chamber used to be. It just went and shattered, and the nozzle snapped. It's still in there, but there's no way to replace it. I disassembled it completely, but it's not an original gearbox, or it's not a specific version gearbox. It seems to be quite unique, so I haven't found any replacement parts for it. I found a hop-up chamber for it for like $20, but other than that, it's a really good reproduction of an AK-47. The bolt moves back inside, or somewhere in here it's got the hop-up chamber. I don't remember how to get to it, so I've pretty much stopped. I just have this hanging on my wall now. There's nothing else to do with it. Doesn't shoot. It somewhat disassembles just like the real thing, so there's nothing really in there to do. If you have the folding stock version, the A47S, this large gold bar would be a battery. No, it's not real gold. This isn't the original sling. The original sling is pretty junky, so I put this on there. It's got simulated wood grips, stock and fore-end. Sights are adjustable for elevation, not windage. It came with this cheap little battery. I guess it's about 700 milliamp hours it's supposed to get. Comes with a 200 milliamp hour charger. Charges pretty fast. It originally had some sort of a speed loader that looked like a handgun. You can see the outline where it went. It was like filled with BBs, and then you'd use a rod to push the BBs into the clip, but the standard speed loader came with it. So it came with a cleaning rod, de-jamming rod, and pretty high capacity clip. I think it gets like 75 rounds. It's made out of metal. The bottom and the sides are all metal. The internal parts are plastic. I've never had any problems with the magazine. It goes in just like an original. You put the front part in and bring it back till you hear a click. The orange muzzle tip comes off actually. It unscrews. But if you leave it on, you can put a bayonet on it. I believe this is an early first type Bulgarian bayonet for an AK-47. It's the exact same as the one seen in the military operations manual for the AK-47. This is a reprint of the original one. There on almost the last page, that's the same bayonet. And this is such an accurate reproduction. Just go, it's not the best fit. Clicks up, then brings back and it locks into place. It's on there pretty good too. That's how good of a reproduction this is. Except the internal parts are junk. I paid $75 for this. These usually go for about $150. I think I'd rather get one from a well-known company than this one. The only reference to any manufacturer inside the manual, which is right here, there is one line. I've read this manual through a couple times. There's just one line somewhere in here where it says, only replace parts with Marui parts, which would be Tokyo Marui, so I guess that makes this a Tokyo Marui clone. It's got safe, full auto, and semi-automatic positions. Those, it also has markings next to each position. Seems to be an AB next to full auto, and an OA next to semi-auto. Now if you look through this, it has a list of the markings that would be on the selector switch on page 3, and what country it's from. If you find the AB and the OA, it's actually the first one on the list, says USSR. This is a reproduction of a Russian AK47. It says right on the side there, made in China. Not sure exactly the exact type of gearbox this has. Once it broke, I just gave up on fixing it. Took it apart, just threw all the parts in this box. Let's see what's left of the hop-up chamber. I tried to glue it back together, but that didn't work. It's 2 pieces now. Originally went like this inside. Now it just takes up space in a little box. If you see one of these, I guess you should get it, because it's a good price if you can find one for $75. I got it new, it wasn't used. The only problems I've had with this are the motor braking, or not actually the motor, the hop-up chamber and the nozzle braking. That might have just been from a bad BB or something. And the buttstock end cap is not very well secured. One time, I was having an airsoft battle with my friends in the middle of some woods, and I get home and realize the buttstock's missing, or the cap that goes on the end is missing. Nobody sells those, so I'm out of luck. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't have the weight of a real AK, because the back part's completely hollow. Doesn't have that much weighting on it. If you saw one of these or the folding stock one, I'd probably recommend getting the folding stock one. Then you don't have to worry about this back part falling off. Then the battery just goes inside there. It's more compact. Then it would also probably have more realistic weight to it without the completely hollow buttstock. This is a very powerful airsoft gun. One time my friend, he said, dare me to shoot myself in the leg with this? And we said, sure, go ahead. So he took it and pulled up his pant leg up to his knee, held it a couple inches away from his leg, and just pulled the trigger. 5 BBs right into the side of his leg, 5 big bloody welts.